as soon as I saw that Missha had a new sunscreen out, you know I had to grab it. I posted on my community tab asking if any of you had tried it. Nobody responded. Several of you said you wanted to see what I had to say about it. A couple of y'all were like me and wondered if it was similar to the previous Missha Soft Finish that we can no longer get our hands on because it has UV filters that are not approved by the FDA here in the United States, and so they only make it available literally elsewhere, everywhere else in the world probably other than the United States. This is the Missha Glow Weightless Priming Sunscreen, SPF 50 with Centella Astica and tocopherol. We'll deep dive into the ingredients towards the end of this video. My skin loves Centella Astica. It's known for its soothing properties, especially for redness prone skin. I do have rosacea here on my cheeks and my nose. This is a hybrid sunscreen, meaning it has both mineral and chemical UV filters. We'll talk about those also when we do the deep dive into the ingredients. This is a 1.69 fluid ounce bottle that retails for $30. But I have seen this go on sale frequently. You can get it on the Missha USA website. I did purchase mine from Amazon at a discounted price point. It also has a shaker on the inside. That's because there tends to be separation when zinc oxide comes to play because zinc oxide is a white powder. So make sure you shake it up really well before you use it. Now let's look at the brand claims before I show you my wear test. I did do a 5-day wear test with this sunscreen. Missha claims that this will have a soft blur that will absorb excess sebum, making it perfect for oily skin. It's also supposed to be matte and prime your skin so that it's ready for makeup. It's supposed to be weightless and lightweight, vegan certified, hydrate and soothing, as well as comfortable to wear and not be too drying. It makes no claims about having a white cast, and that is important because it does contain zinc oxide. Interestingly enough, the pictures on the website show deeper skinned models. Now it doesn't show this product rubbed into her screen, just that it, dripping on her skin, which I find interesting because like I said, there are no claims. Now they do have another new sunscreen out that is called the Glow Dewy Hydrating Sunscreen. And if you'll notice the graphic I'm popping up, it does say no white cast on this one. This also claims to be formulated for acne prone skin. Here's that wear test that I was talking about. New sunscreen day. I did prep my skin with a toner and an eye cream. I will leave them linked in the description box of this video. So excited to try this one. It's pink. Very fragranced. I can smell the alcohol in it. I'm not gonna put this around my eyes. Very thin. Feels a little bit like an oil going on. Does have a slight white cast, doesn't it? Let's see if that goes away. I'm gonna put it on my ears and my neck, and we'll see how long it takes to dry down.
A few moments later.
Okay, 7 minutes dry down. It just feels ever so slightly tacky. It's a little humid today. As you can see, it didn't dry down completely matte, but it's not super glowy either. I would say it's a natural finish, and I'm just getting the reflection off the lights. It doesn't feel sticky at all. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't feel oily either. It feels like moisturized skin. I can still smell the scent of the sunscreen, but it is starting to fade. I'm gonna put the Perfect Cover BB Cream number 21, SPF 42. I'm almost out of this bottle. And then since I didn't put any sunscreen on my eyes, I'm gonna use the Dermatology Luminous Eye Corrector SPF 41. What shade is this? It's the shade Fair. I'll put all the information will be in the description box. So I'm gonna put this one around my eyes. That does look really pretty. Okay, perfect.
2 hours later.
2-hour check-in with the Missha. Wow. It hasn't gotten any glowier. I forgot to tell you, the Missha Perfect BB Cream is a glowier foundation, even though I did put a setting powder on top. I think you can see my face doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel greasy at all. I think it feels more like a powder finish, honestly. I think this dried down more, and I have been doing chores this morning and getting sweaty. It doesn't feel sweaty at all. Like, it looks glowy, but it doesn't feel greasy or glowy at all. It doesn't feel greasy at all. I think it looks really good. I'll be interested. I'm gonna try it with a more natural finish, almost like a soft matte foundation stick tomorrow. So I'll be interested if it looks less glowy tomorrow. That'll be interesting to see under a different foundation, but yeah, I think it looks really pretty. I also added, I got a new Missha blush that I ended up adding. It's called Cotton Blush that I added right here, and I think that looks pretty. Not that I need blush because I have rosacea. Yeah, it just looks smooth, doesn't it? Not sticky, not greasy at all. I applied the Ilia Stick Foundation. Just feels like skin. Hi, I'm Sean, Melanoma Mom. Welcome to my channel. I am a melanoma skin cancer survivor with a passion for sun protection. I do believe in a sunscreen wardrobe, and I love helping you all find sunscreens to add to your wardrobe. This one is a conundrum for me. I have decided to put this one away, but bring it back out when colder weather hits to see if it's a better fit for my skin, because ironically, I don't feel like it mixes well with the humidity that we have going on in South Carolina, even though it's supposed to help with excess sebum and it's supposed to be for oily skin. And I do have normal leaning oily skin, and typically these types of sunscreens do also work well in humidity situations, but this is not water resistant. So maybe I shouldn't expect that, because when a sunscreen is not water resistant, you should not go swimming and you should not do any activities that involve sweating with that sunscreen on. Now, the fragrance of this, y'all saw, it is very strong. I don't know why it is so strong. So if fragrance is an issue for you, I would stay clear of this one. Very fragranced. This claimed to have no shine, to be a soft matte, which I also see as like a natural finish. Did it get there? I don't feel like it got there. As you can see, it didn't dry down completely matte. I guess technically you could claim it was a natural finish. I don't know that you could use the word matte. When I try this out again in colder weather, when there's not humidity, it might come across as matte. And if you have drier skin than I do, not oily, this might look matte on your skin. As a primer, 2 of the days I wore this outside, and I felt like it did break down me just running errands. I feel like my makeup has worn off more on this side. Right? Off my nose and cheek area here. I feel like it broke down my foundation. My redness in my cheeks especially started popping through my foundation. And when I looked up, I felt like the foundation was breaking up on my skin. And that might be because it's not a water resistant sunscreen and it just could not handle the humidity of South Carolina. So for me, this did not work well as a primer outdoors, and I wasn't sweating, just running, doing errands. It did work better on a day when I was just sitting working at a computer. I have been dealing with bronchitis, and I just I'm still recovering from surgery, so I'm supposed to be taking things easy. So on those days when I'm just sitting around the house editing videos, it did fine with my foundation on top. as part of my ingredient deep dive, I'm actually going to compare this sunscreen with one of their other sunscreens. I'm gonna see which one of these I like better. This Missha on this side and the all-around Vita C sunscreen Missha C on this side. The Tokubo toner on, fully dried down. I've actually been editing videos this morning, so it's been dried down for like an hour and a half. And then eye cream, Tusu Wong, PDRN pink peptide eye cream under here. That's all I got on my face. All right, so this one is the new one. And I'm using 1/8 of a teaspoon. All right, so whereas the other one's pink, this one's like an off-white. It still has a strong scent, but I prefer this scent more. A clean floral. The white cast is not as strong, but I can't remember if this one has zinc oxide in it. We'll do a comparison of the ingredients. Okay, upon application, they both apply very quickly. I think you can tell, at least I hope you can. This has a slight milkiness to it on my skin tone. This side does not. They seem to have the same finish.
A few moments later.
Okay, I just popped on to the Missha USA website. This one is on the USA website. It's just sold out. So I don't know if it's discontinued or what. I will link the Amazon where you can still buy it down in the description box because I did get both off Amazon. So both have zinc oxide. They don't say the percentages. They're listing the percentages now on the new one. This one has 14.7%. So maybe they're repackaging this one and they're going to put percentages on it. They both contain homosalate. This one also has octisalate and titanium dioxide on it. Okay, so if I wasn't clear in that deep dive, the active UV filters are zinc oxide 14.7%, homosalate 8.5%, octisalate 4.5%, titanium dioxide 1.79%. That makes up the hybrid UV filtered sunscreen ingredients. It also has alcohol as the 1, 2, 3, 4th ingredient, which you can kind of smell when you first put it on your skin. The Scintilla astica extract is actually pretty low on the ingredient list. It is the 3rd ingredient list from the bottom, which I found interesting. Typically, I mean, that's a very nice ingredient that I like to see towards the top. My skin really loves that ingredient. I'm kind of disappointed that it's so low at the bottom because that typically helps with the redness in my skin. I haven't noticed a reduction in redness on my skin. So I don't know. Normally my skin loves Cica and responds well to it. But I've been outside in this and my cheeks are still red reactive. This doesn't seem to be calming it down with the sunscreen. I did look up tocopherol, which they made sure to highlight on the outside of the bottle. And it is located towards the end of the ingredient list. Tocopherol is a popular form of vitamin E. It's a powerful antioxidant, it has moisturizing benefits, and it protects the skin barrier. It's also non-comedogenic, so it doesn't clog the pores, making it safe for most skin types. Both contain butyl salicylate. Now, I don't know if that's to boost the SPF. I don't think so, because they both contain other FDA-approved UV filters. So the butyl octosalicylate is also added to give a sunscreen a more elegant texture and feel on the skin. So it could be used for that rather than as an SPF booster because these are both hybrid sunscreens. So in my opinion, they don't need an SPF booster, but I'm not a chemist. So take what I say worth bananas. Both are SPF 50. They both seem to have the same finish on the skin to me. These are very similar sunscreens, very similar ingredients. This one has a little less of an ingredient list than this one does. Price points here. Compare the price points on the screen. Oh, this one has more. You get more in the bottle than this one. Interestingly enough, this one is a better deal. Previously, in my full review of this, I do say it leaves a milkiness on the skin. In my opinion, looking at it now, it has less of a milky white cast than the new one. What do you think? They are very similar looking on the face. Like, I don't know if that you would be able to tell if you didn't know that I put 2 different ones. I don't know that you would be able to tell based on my skin right now that I'm wearing 2 different sunscreens. Now, because my eyes are sensitive to a few of these UV filters, and because both are highly fragranced, I did not put these around my eyes. I'm not doing that. I'm not testing that out. No, we're not playing with my eyes. They both dry down very quickly. They say they're supposed to be a powdery finish. My guess is in less humidity, they are a powdery finish, because I have used this in fall, winter, spring, less humidity, and it does dry down to a powdery finish. So my guess is this will as well. I will probably take this back out again in the fall when the humidity goes down and test this one out again. Fragrance wise, this fragrance is more tolerable in my opinion than this one. This is much stronger. I've also had this bottle longer, so maybe the fragrance has settled down, but this is more of like a clean flower, and this is just full on blooms up your nose. Missha, please remove fragrance from your sunscreens. Please, 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 please. If there's one request we could all have, just remove the fragrance. It's too much. It's too much. Here in the United States, we don't like that strong of a flowery fragrance. I don't know why you're doing it. Right now, I would choose this one over this one. This one also has sebum control in it. This one has the vitamin C. This one has the Centella Astica. If you can still get your hands on this one, I would recommend the Vita C over the new Glow Weightless, in my humble opinion. I hope this information and my wear test helps inform you before you purchase this sunscreen. Today is a great day to wear sunscreen. I will pull this out again in colder weather and I'll test it out for you then. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.